Doctor Who, The Churchill Movie Rose, the 2023 Christmas special. It's been a while. It's been a while since we had a Christmas special. What has it been? 2017 since we had one? That's like 6 years ago. Wow. That's a bit that's a beat. That's 12 turns to 13. We're on the 15th Doctor. Sorry, the first Doctor, because this episode is clearly treating itself as a soft reboot, knowing that season 14 is now called season 1, and with the trailers and all that kind of stuff. So clearly, what the message is: hey, we're starting from scratch. We're going to give people a clean slate, a clean start. For people who want to join in and who may always want to watch the show, but found daunted when it was like season 8, or season 13, and all that type of stuff. So they're like, hey, let's give people a clean slate, and also Disney, and it makes sense why Disney would probably want to start from a season 1 or season 14, even if it's like season 1 or so you don't have all that baggage. Time War, Timeless Child, all the other companions. You just focus on that. So, what we have here is a really well done soft reboot episode. Really good introduction to the show. I mean, there's tongue-in-cheek lines. There's references that if you know the history, if you've been watching the show since 2005, if you know that stuff, there's hints and references. There's a reference that the Doctor says, "Oh yeah, I was adopted. I found out recently." Yeah, but if you know what you're talking about, if you know what he's referencing to. But if you don't, it's just a passing line. Maybe it gets explored. Maybe it does not. Maybe it is just a passing line. But if you don't know the reference, it will just be, okay, he's adopted. He was adopted. Okay, cool. You don't know the ins and outs of Timeless Child. But, and also there's a reference about someone saying, what, seeing Timeless for? Making fun of, taking a piss take towards new viewers. And people are like, oh, that's what it's called. It's called TARDIS. That's what the machine is called. Okay. But what it is, it's all about the companion. It's all about the companion. It's all about Ruby Sunday, who's trying to find her parents. She's adopted. She's part of a foster system and foster parents that she loves dearly. But in the day, she was like, hey, there's a piece missing. There's a puzzle missing, and that is she doesn't know who her actual parents are. So she's trying everything that she can possibly can, and to the point she's on one of those, can you find me? Do you know who you are? TV shows, find the relatives and relatives and that. And you feel Ruby's. It is that whole thing where it's like, yes, she really wants to know who her parents are, but it's not her like driving mission. That isn't just a finding her. She's going to clubs. She's, going to clubs and doing bartending and hanging out with mates and all that, and still doing all that stuff and getting bad luck. But she's still able to still have that finding out what's going on and find out who she is and wanting to know who she is. And I'm like, okay, this is really, I'm kind of liking this. I'm liking this. And how Millie Gibson, who plays Ruby, is playing her. There's a level of cheekiness there. There's a little bit of, she's the cat's 18. Let her have that little bit of a cheekiness, banter way, but also have that emotional hook in there. So in a way, you have this really good banter between when the Doctor does come along. I mean, the Doctor peppers through in the first 15 minutes. He peppers through, as this mysterious figure who's at a nightclub waving along, and all you guys who is going crazy that you just saw the Doctor dancing in a nightclub, or it's at a nightclub out. Oh, it's I would like to remind you that William Hartnell, the first Doctor, went to a nightclub to bump into Molly and Holly. So it's in the War Machine, so it's not that crazy of a thing. I mean, we don't know what happened to Dodo because she just, said, "Yeah, I know I'll be part of the TARDIS anymore," but there you go. But when the Doctor does come along, there's a level of energy there. There's a level of the way that Trisha Gafford plays the Doctor. There's the enjoyment of life. Clearly, 14 went through therapy, as 15 told him to. So this Doctor's enjoying life. He's having this nice, he's able to dance around and sing to the goblins, because the villains of the story are goblins. We know Christmas goblins who want to eat babies, and they want to eat babies, and they sing along. So the Doctor's like, "Hey, well, I'll sing my, I'll set banting along. I'll sing it and all that." And I'm like, first thing first, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I want to see how people react to this. But I'm for it. I mean, here's the thing: I don't want every episode to have the Doctor singing his massive monologues, but once in a while, it'll be interesting. Before you exterminate me, darling, I want you to say. I'm just picturing that. I'm just picturing something like that. But anyway, and the special effects are really well put together. I mean, the Goblins, you can't show them a lot, because they cost money, and clearly they're heavily on CGI. Definitely when it comes to the face. So when you see them, they're quite impressive. There's a level of they're not cute, they're not a beat the meat, but yeah, you don't want to hug them or whatever. But there's neat designs and all that. But anyway, back to the Doctor. There's a level of emotion in there. There's also a sense of fun. There's a sense of fun towards 15, the 15 Doctor, towards Trisha Gafford's Doctor, that I'm like, okay, I'm bored. That's the thing. It's when you're trying to make a character mysterious, again, even though a couple weeks ago I just saw that version of the Doctor, that version of the character, next to, in the last episode, but you're treating it like it's the first episode ever, and here comes this mysterious figure, and I'm like, what you want is, you want to understand at the end why Ruby would just go off to the Doctor. Why would she just go and travel through time and space? Here's the thing, I know what the TARDIS looks like. I know what the interior of the TARDIS looks like, but clearly they want to pretend that I haven't. And so all we see is the Doctor walking into the blue box, but we never see the inside till the end. So the last 30 seconds of the episode. So once again, soft reboot, and you got the big action sequence and that. This is a really it's really well paced as well. It's really well paced together. This is a really well put. I mean, probably the big complaint a lot of people will have is probably the musical numbers, but I honestly, I was watching this episode, I was I had no complaints whatsoever. This is absolutely well done. Even though maybe the bad luck stuff went a little bit too comedic, a little bit, and RTD's gonna bring back the gruesome deaths, the off-screen deaths. But anyway, what do you thought of this year's Christmas special? Comment below, let me know your thoughts.